Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our third lesson, which is on managing quality, how we can manage quality. My name is Anjum Satar and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. If you have any question, please drop me email. If you're just listening this recording, please drop me email if you have any question regarding managing quality or any other modules as well. So I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Please make find live sessions as well that will help us to do the cross questioning and to develop our good understanding about quality and how we can manage quality. So during our last lesson, we discussed do we know what is meant by quality? Quality? Yes, Donna, any thought about?
It's providing good or excellent product and services to the consumer.
Brilliant, excellent product. So quality is excellent product, is meeting the specification what really the customer want and exceeding from customer expectation.
Okay.
Have we heard about ISO?
International Standard Organization.
Brilliant. So this is all about the international standardization. They issue certificate to organization is based on three things. What we are saying, if we are saying this product is contain this sort of vitamins or minerals, what the nature of the product, what we are saying, same thing we are doing. Yes. And we have documentary evidence for this. Yes. So if we are saying this product is contain how much is the sugar or zero sugar, it should be contain it within it. And we have a documentary, the process which we really did and when we manufacture the product. So the quality people do audit and when they do, they always say what you're saying, you should same thing you are doing and you have a documentary evidence for it. And we can test it, is it right against these three criteria, and we can award you quality certificate that will be recognized as your organization. Okay. So before starting our lessons, first of all, we recap what we learned in lesson 1, lesson 2 as well. So let's a bit recap before starting our today lesson. So lesson 1 is activity that make up the quality management. We discuss quality management. We discuss about TQM, total quality management. By management is come under all the management, planning, organizing, implementation, management. So quality, so every activity should be based on the quality. So our recruitment, our selection, so we're not focusing on the cost, we are focusing more on the quality. So quality ultimately help us to reduce the cost as well in the long run. Maybe in the short term we have a more cost. So we discuss about different approaches of quality management. We discuss Six Sigma. We discuss TQM, total quality management, as well during our last lesson. Understand how the quality management support organization performance. So performance we discuss always based on the cost, time, and quality. So performance always exceeding from the customer expectation. We discuss about role of quality management in meeting the customer need. We discuss gap model as well during our last lesson discussion. We discuss various approaches on quality management. So today we are moving towards our last LO, which is a learning outcome 3. Understand the role of administration play in the managing quality. What admin role in the managing quality, how we can manage it, what sort of the approaches or techniques we can use to manage the quality. So we have 2 assessment criteria, 3.1, where we need to explain the role of administrator in the supporting the management of quality in an organization, and analyze the role of administrative system. So different system, administrative system or admin system, those will help to improve the quality. Like a quality audit is one of them. So this will be focused all in our lessons today. So first we'll go to our 3.1, which is assessment criteria 3.1. So explain the role of administrative in supporting management of quality in our organization. So here we're looking administrator, we're looking the quality, and we're looking the organization. So organization is artificial person, the definition of organization. They should be treat other people. So they should provide the quality product that not harm the health of the people as well. If we are dealing with the medicine, if we are those products as well. So TQM is a total quality management. There is a zero defect in our system. So everything will the quality. We recruit the quality staff, will buy the quality material, we create the quality product, yeah, and we provide the quality services. So all come under the total quality management. It defined as a continuous effort by management to upgrade and improve the processes. Continuous, it's never stopped. So last, first suppose if we are a hotel or restaurant, we're delivering food. Last time our customer satisfaction was 80%. Our wish continues. Next time we'll do survey and we wish to be improved, and then we'll carry on improving. So our satisfaction level so is a continuous. So we listen people, we put ourselves in the customer's shoes, and we look in the customer eyes. So we always meeting the customer expectation, and we listen them. If we don't listen them, what will happen? Because customer won't buy our product and we will be out of the business. Any question?
No, sir.
So every organization has to take care of its customer. Their feedback are essential. So we need to be in place in our organization feedback system. Online feedback, drop boxes in our organization, compliance procedure. If anybody have any issue, they can complain on the certain or via email, and they can let us know about how they feel about organization. The total quality management create the processes and the system based on the customer feedback and the various research, which is eventually help to development of the organization. So that's why feedback system is very, very crucial. So feedback will help us to feed forward. So if we are making any future plan, that will help us to address those issues if we have. So if we do feedback system properly in place, so quality related costs. So a quality related cost is the cost ensuring and assuring the quality as well as a loss incurred when the quality is not achieved. So quality cost is classified as a prevention cost, appraisal cost, and internal failure cost, and external failure cost. So we need to be look around. If we don't deliver it, if we don't have an administrative system in place, so that will help. So early is the good. With if we are manufacturing something, we should have a quality department, quality audit. They come and do the quality check. So what will be happen if we manufacture the product, we sell it, and the people have a right to return the goods, so they will return if the good is not fit for purpose. So it's cost us, because that's a totally waste of resource for us and will be bad press as well. So we need to be prevent. Yes, so always we have a cost of implementation the quality improvement program to prevent the defect before the occur and should lead to the continuous improvement. So that's we need to be think about it. If is in our organization, if we don't have a system in place, quality control, so ultimately what will be happen? Nobody caring about the quality, and the customer satisfaction will drop. Appraisal cost of quality and inspection and testing is a huge cost. We set up department, so we'll say weekly test, quality test, monthly quality test. Will pick 10% sample of the total batch of the production. So we need to be think about how we can, because of course is a cost involved, but we need to make sure the benefit should be more than the cost. Internal failure cost. If we don't Internally controlled costs arising from the failure to meet the quality standard. Standard, what is meant by standard? Donna, what do you think about standard? What is meant by standard? Hello? Okay, standard.
Yes.
No problem. Standard is mean the benchmark, yes? You set
Okay.
the standard. Standard is a benchmark. We're saying somebody is supposed to be deliver the food in 20 minutes, yes? We're saying, if we want 80% customer will be satisfied. So 80% is our standard, yes? If we are less than the standard, our customer satisfaction drop it. It means we are failure. We not, because the ultimately not meeting the expectation of the client, they will move, they will shop around. So that we'll lose the money in a business. So we need to make sure. External failure cost, the cost arising from the failure to meet the quality standard after the product and services reach the customer. If we don't meet it, what will be happen? Maybe we have a watchdog, we will be fined from the regulator who regulate the industry. Yes, is a huge cost. So external costs will be publicity as well, goodwill of the company. So we need to be look around those. Then the next we have a quality related cost, failing to satisfy the customer needs and the expectation of the falling to do so first time, the cost average company between 15 to 30% of the sale revenue. So it is vital to understand the different costs associated with the quality in order to control them. So always we need to be first hand, we'll really identify and we'll try to address the problems we have. Okay, prevention cost. Prevention costs represent the cost of any action taken to prevent or reduce the defect or the failure. Example, customer survey. Customer survey is a help. Research of customer needs. Field trials will do and trial and test. And the quality education and training program within our organization. And supplier reviews. Yes, we need to be investing in improvement production equipment, quality engineering. Donna, do you have a Nokia mobile? Are you using still Nokia?
No.
Why not?
It was actually the Nokia was lost before, right? It was fatal. So normally,
Nokia,
what we are using now is like Samsung.
because Nokia used to be a world leader in the mobile. So what's happened? Nokia cut the cost on R&D. R&D means research and development. So ultimately, the cutting the cost on research and development. What's happened? So they not develop the innovative product. They not meet the customer needs and the want. Ultimately, what's happened? Nokia becoming small and small company now. And other companies, Samsung, and they're getting their shares because they managed to launch a more innovative mobile handset. Why not Nokia? Nokia was the old company compared to the Apple and Samsung or various others. So the Nokia stayed behind due to the one decision which the CEO of the company made it to cut the cost and increase the profit in the year. But in the long run have a consequences for it. So that's why is we need to be look around those. Maybe we look the cost for now, but it's the cost for future. So that is a huge. So appraisal costs are the costs incurred such as inspection, testing. So that's we need to be look around. Example might be the capital cost of measurement equipment, inspection and testing, product quality audit, process control, monitoring and test equipment and expense. So like if we don't test the equipment, pad testing, like if we have a loose socket in our organization, if we have a plugs, those are not being properly wired. So what will be happen? It can cause a fire, and the fire can cause a smoke. So that's why the test is very, very important. It's a legal requirement as well, but is our ultimately this will help us to reduce the cost in the long run, because appraisal cost may be the 10%, but the prevention cost can be more, yes? Maybe we can't prevent it if we can lose it all the factory. So we need to be look around risk measurement. So internal failure costs are the costs arising from inadequate quality where the problem is discovered before the transfer of ownership from supplier to purchase. Example, rework of rectification costs. Rework is more costly than actually you do initially planning. You make a house, you build a house, so we need to be look around, you manufacture a product. So first place try to reduce. You plan well. So if you spend more time on planning, yes, so that will help to be reduce the cost in the later stage. So net cost scrap value. If we buy the bad, not good quality material, so what will be happen? Is ultimately in the long run will be more cost. So sometime we'll buy the things cheaper because we think it's less cost me in the money wise, but in the long run maybe I'll buy it twice. Like example of the shoes, maybe I'll get good quality shoes once for 2 years maybe, or I'll get 3 times in a year. Yes. So we need to be look around. That's different sort of the cost involved. Disposal or defective product. Downtime. So we need to be think about if we have not a good quality machine and the machine breakdown, it's a car time. You have a worker standing next to machine is breakdown. So what you will do if you with the machine you're not getting the after sale service and you're saying you will save the money for it. So what will be happen if breakdown? Yes, it can be because ideal time is mean the time you will waste it cost you as an organization. Every hour you paying 5-10,000 pounds to your worker towards your worker big organization. So if your 1 hour is costing you 10,000 pounds, so that's you can reduce it by we need to be look around those and that will help by improving the quality. Conferments of cost and non. So we need to be look around appraisal and prevention costs may be referred to the conferments cost. What is internal and external failure cost may be referred off if we don't comply with it. This is mean that everyone in the value chain involved in the process, including employee, customer, and supplier. Quality product and the services meet the customer requirement. Management quality is the actively managed rather than the control. So the problem are prevent from the occurring. So we need to be look around to rectify cost is more than. So TQM earlier we discussed total quality management. Cost of managing, consider the cost of prevention are less than the cost of correction. So cost of prevention is less than the cost of correction. If you make the correct first place, you not done the work right, or you prevent it, prevention always is better than, yes. So if you provide the safety shoes your workers, they not fell down or slip or trip happen. So because if it happen at work, you paying the injury claim to the workers, that can be cost 40-50,000 pounds if you offer them 10 pound, 15 pound worth of the safety shoes free. Yes, that's a prevention. So one of the main aims of TQM is a zero reject and 100% quality. So the quality management program is a relatively modern approach of quality. It will be require the significant investment in prevention costs, but it should minimize or eliminate appraisal and internal failure or external failure cost. So we'll do the things first time right, not later on we modified the costers. Okay, this integration. So when we make the things happen to improve the quality, main aspect of the business must be in line, secure the most efficient use of the organization resources. So modern writer, these Hammer and Davenport argued that the organization have a department and the function to maximize their performance and the efficiencies as a whole. The proposed solution process need to be viewed as a complete entity and we need to be look whole process. Yes, we'll try to be rectify the errors at the beginning. IT need to be used to integrate the activity and focus aspect of the need, link with the people, organize operations, strategies, and technology. So integration all. Value chain, we need to be look around what are the primary activity that these are the model is a value chain model because quality, if we have a quality services that will help to be create more value for the organization. So we have a four chain McKinsey 7S approach. So these all can lead towards the quality. So we look around the primary activities in the organization logistic. So we need to be buy good quality stock. We need to look around the operation raw material into the finished goods, how we can, because these are the primary activities. If we don't do the primary activities, the good in quality, so we can't really outbound logistic. Outbound mean where we can store the finished good to sell it. Like inbound call center, outbound calls. Inbound is mean the call coming in. Outbound mean the call going out. So inbound warehouse is goods are coming in. Outbound is goods are going out from the business. Yes, marketing and the sales and after sales services. All we need to be focused and all we want to be a flexible approach. The customer return could enhance the quality image. Then the sportive activity, we need to be look around how the firm is organized. We need to look around technology development. We are using new IT system, human resource people. We choosing the right people for the right job. Procurement, we are buying the good quality raw material and ultimately will help us to make the goods quality product as well. Any question?
Mostly small business do not really practice the TQM.
Uh, Total quality management is a concept. Everything you base on the quality concept, like your recruitment and selections and placement. Of course, small businesses, when we look at, maybe they're not. We can do in chunks, in the small business. We can use this concept in the small businesses as well. But is a
But how about how they could reduce the cost by providing the TQM for the consumer?
okay. In the small business, you meant by.
Yeah.
Okay, in the small business, if we recruit first place, the quality implies like, we, of course, maybe initially it costs us more. Yes.
Yes.
Like, if we have a one person is expert, or we can hire someone £8 an hour, and we can paying £20 an hour to someone. So maybe the £20 person can do three tasks for us. Is good in IT, good in recruitment, and good in finance. Yes. So maybe in an hour's time can do three different activities. But if we are paying £8 and maybe we need that person can be expert only in marketing, not in finance, not in after sales service. Yes. So if the
Yes.
person if the person is a multitask, yes. So always help us to reduce the cost because that three activity if will pay £8 to 3%, that will be cost us £24. But if we'll pay one person £20, yes, and do the same task, £20, not £24. So we are saving £4, yes.
Yes, but what about for like equipment that they will use for their business?
Yes. So equipment. Let's assume in ourselves. We have a. Let's say you buy a photocopier, yes. So photocopier you can buy the inkjet, and you can buy the laser one. Laser maybe cost you £150. The ink one is cost you maybe £50, yes. But the inkjet maybe you print only 1,000 print, and you need to be refill the ink again, yes. And if you have a laser jet, it can give you 5,000 plus copies, yes. And it can last many years. So and the quality of the printing will be good with the laser. Yes, it can be produced more. Initially, I'm investing investing more. I'm investing 150, not 50. So 50 will give me only 1000 print, but 150 pound worth of the printer give me more than 5000 print. Yes. So because you're looking the more than 5000 print, per print you need to think about what will be the cost of per print. Because maybe the 50 pound printer you need after 3000 or 4000 print, you need to replace the printer. But after the laser, maybe it's stayed for 5 years. Yes. Like, buying, like example of I quoted earlier, you buy a Clark shoes, you buy other shoes. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a two different things. In a same way, in a equipment, you need to think about which equipment you buy that will stay the long with you as a long. But you need to be look around affordability of it. Yeah. So what sort of the, like if we'll buy the good from China, yes.
Yeah.
So what is, if we'll buy the goods from China, what do you think? Is it cheaper?
So, but the
Yes.
quality is not last. It would not last.
Quality is not, yes, because when we look EU quality standard, yes, USA quality standard or UK quality standard, and as develop, they are mild different. Even you buy the same car like a Toyota or Honda in Asia, and you buy the same car in European country, is a mild difference in quality, because they make the difference. Because it can be the price difference as well, no doubt is the price difference, but the quality is a huge difference. Yes. So maybe you making the difference, because we have upper class, yes, we have middle class in society, yes, and we have a lower class. So for this class we want to be must exceed all areas. Yes.
Yeah.
So we can, yes, it's a very difficult sometime in the real world. Maybe we can say we want to be exceed in quality. Maybe we can't 100% exceed in quality of all, in all areas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's we need to be look it up. So any question else?
Fine. No, sir.
Okay. So same thing in a procurement. So if we'll buy some raw material from, because a good quality raw material can provide the good goods, make good product as well. So if the quality material not good, so ultimately, so we need to be think about what will be the cost. Yes, because the scrap value can be a high. So scrap, a lot of scrap will goes. So we can't really make the good product from it if the quality material we don't have. Okay, next we're looking the model is called 7S. It's called the Kenzie 7S. So according to this guy, he's saying you need to be focused on 7S to improve the quality. Yes.
Yeah.
You need the structure in the organization structure. You need the system in place in the organization. Yes. You need to look around your management style. Yes, is how much cooperative you are. If you don't listen your employees, what will be happen? They not bother about the quality. So staff, yes, if you recruit the quality staff, always you expect the quality service as well.
Yeah.
If the people are educated, if the people can speak different languages, of course they can handle the objection of the client effectively. Like, when we think about a merit sale line, why is they are growing? Because, look around the quality of the different 42 different nationalities working in, and they provide the services in different, and they divide into upper, lower, and the middle class effectively. Skills. So we need to look around the skills. So if you're hiring the CEO of the company, you're paying a lot of money. Lot of argument can be why you're paying higher salary to the CEO, because the CEO can be have a skill. They can transform all these assets. They can build the strategy. Strategy mean action plan of organization. So if we have a shared values or shared culture within our organization, we develop morally values, morally culture based on the rule, not based on the personal relationship. So ultimately the performance and the quality will improve. Does it make sense?
Makes sense, but this one is very difficult to attain. Most of the company do not really share same culture, and it's very difficult to instill culture. Yeah,
You're
if
absolutely right. In
in
but
reality, that
in the real world, maybe not every area we can, but we can try to be improve it continuous process. Yes, maybe.
I think you one need a very good leader for you to instill the culture in the company.
Yes. So if we'll
Yeah,
say leaders belong to UK and working in Asia, in the Middle East, some countries, maybe there is a culturally the different values there, and we'll say no, here the people may be more mindset is a more democratic style. They think it's work. It's not work everywhere exactly the same way. So we need to be look around because maybe we give the people there. We can say, come on, if you work in UK, because money is more motivative factor can be different places. Maybe somewhere else can be enjoyment. Somewhere can be the core shared values can be, yes. So it's very
reward,
difficult.
giving reward to the people.
Yes, it depends upon the people mentality as well, the shared value and the culture. So culture norms value the way. So
Mm.
maybe in some countries you maybe seen the advertising campaigns of Pepsi. This whole family is sitting and eating food together, and somebody is asking Pepsi. Maybe
Mm.
in other cultures is one to one. Someone is asking, "Oh, give me Pepsi," because they look, the group values as a family infrastructure living together. Yes, eating foods, and so those are the values that we can transform into the organization's value and the cultures as well. So there are the different cultural models as well. Those we can maybe explore them to be betterly understand. It depends the nature of the organization and where they have operation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
7S, it can be what will be the company do, how should be organized system, what procedures need to be placed, depends, yes, nature of the business. Staff,
Mm-hmm.
yes, what will be required, style, what management style will be required, what shared value or the culture will be, are the skills what required. Then we have a business process re-engineering is a fundamental rethinking and radically redesign of the business processes. This is all about reprocess, yes. Maybe like in the past, like Dell computer used to be, they used to assemble and sell. They used to be assemble and sell throughout the world, but used to be assemble um, in US. What's happened then? They changed the model to the direct business model, and they set up the manufacturing or assembling center in India, and they said, they will sell the cheaper. You book the order, and they will deliver you in 21 days. And then, of course, the cost is significant in decrease, and
Mm-hmm.
ultimately the profit is increased. So we need to look around how we can restructure it, the system. But maybe if we move to the call center or somewhere else, maybe we can reduce the cost, but what will be happen the quality of the service itself? Like the call center BT, British Telecom moved to India. In the call center, few people steal the credit card and debit card details of clients. So that
Mm-hmm.
news came in. Actually, the company lose the share value around 30%. So 30% share value was more than the cost center call itself, and some legal implications as well. So we need to think about the cost in that perspective, or we need to think about what effect will be on the long-term perspective. We can give, copyrights to make CDs for us. So maybe we'll say you produce 1 million CD. If the company will going to produce 1 million CDs, maybe they can produce 3 million CDs and can sell in the niche market. Yes, so all is quite difficult process in the legal in real environment.
Mm.
So, but we can, of course, it's a continuous process. We can. Any question there?
No, sir.
So first, we discuss about different techniques. Next, we're looking analyze the role of administrative systems. Administrative systems, how we can admin them, ultimately how we can improve the quality. Of course, required training where the performance is poor. So training is very, very important. If you find the performance is not up to standard, you are set up some function, you have to find the cause, and sometimes you have to adjust the goals, and in some cases a process design is a faulty. The lack of training or the missing qualification often contribute to the poor performance. So quality program must be specified what qualification, what training are required, each administrative function. So you should be offered the course to the staff who don't meet the requirement. Ensure that your employees have a knowledge to carry out their job competently, help to ensure the work is a high quality. Does it make sense? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Next, now
Yeah.
we're looking the process of production and the quality and the requirement in the customer. This approach to meet the requirement of the customer. This approach is the aim to achieve the quality by organizing every process to get the product right first time, prevent mistakes. So maybe you heard about SOPs. Do we
Yes,
know
sir.
SOPs? Yes, SOPs is a standard operating procedures. So if we develop SOPs, yes, so that will help, if we have a tick boxes, you make sure when you post the goods, you make sure you match against the order. You make sure you put the right quantity in the box, yes. You make sure you match the code of the, yes, and you make sure, you will send the notes on the within a pack as well, yes. So all this is help us. Maybe we are sending wrong order to the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, because this is known as a zero defect approach. In quality assurance, there are the more emphasis self-checking rather than the checking by inspector. Advantages of the quality assurance: cost can be reduced because the less wastage, less reworking. According to the Horsberg, it can be improve the worker motivation as the worker more ownership and the recognition of the work. We'll say you're your own boss, you manage yourself, yes, but make sure, yes, you focus on these things according to the specification and the demand of the customer, which should deliver the product.
Mm-hmm.
It can help, break down us and them barriers between the worker and the managers. If we have a close relationship, we work as a team, that will help us to reduce. With all the staff responsible of quality, it can help the firm to gain the marketing advantages arising from consistent level of quality. Then we're looking the implement of quality control and maintain quality. After operating your quality system for extended period, you have to be focused, maintain the level of the quality resulting. Not mean, you give the sample goods somebody very good quality, but when you deliver actual goods is a totally different. Is a lot of organization doing. They give you the sample very good quality. You think, oh, it's such a wonderful product. You will buy it. But when you will buy it actually in the bulk, you will see the totally different quality.
Yeah.
So we
It's
need to
cheating.
be sure. This is carry on happening. So we need to be make sure ultimately we making the loss ourselves, not for others. So while your staff is still achieving the incremental performance improvement, current practices sometimes obtains a substantial improvement from adoption of new procedure. Risk and they don't maintain high quality in the routine work. So basic control includes work verified by the supervisor, specified qualification, written report detailing problem and solution where applied, and allowing staff to continuously review the standard together, because sometimes standard can be outdated as well.
Yeah.
The quality, the product can be outdated, the function of the quality can be outdated. Maybe this my new old window is not capable or compatible with the new So we need to be look around, depend nature of the product itself.
Continuous development.
Managers play an important role in the total quality management. Initiating and implementing the total quality management program required the great planning and research. If you planning and do research, manager need to be get the training. So that's why the training manager is going and sending them training in the different places. Maybe industry to industry training as well. TQM, total quality management practices before implementing the exam. The cost involved the entire process, quality management. The manager's responsibility to allocate the budget for the quality management beginning for every financial year. So quality, customer feedback play an important role formulating the strategies as we earlier discussed. So that can be really crucial. The implies you are selective, reliable and diligent, should be capable. So we need to be look if we recruit people on the basis of liking and disliking, our own will say no, this body is from different culturally background, we're not going to recruit him or her. So we need to be make sure no, we we give the equality and diversity laws in different part of the world. We should provide the equal opportunity, doesn't matter is a male and female, as long they meet the criteria, they help. So that will help to improve the quality of the organization. So quality staff leads to the quality product. A manager must communicate the benefit of the total quality. So they involve that's why the you may be heard about, will learn about or watch it, is called undercover boss program. So undercover bosses, they are going actually the real operation they watch and they involve themselves to be understand what the business requirements are. Because making plans, sitting in an office is very easy, but implementing on the ground is totally difficult. So that's why it's very, very important. We understand what sort of the customer or what sort of the problem we have. We can blame to someone easily, but actually the counter is very difficult. So we need to be understand. The quality benchmarking is general approach, improvement based on the best practices of industries and other similar industries. So benchmarking will help us, the businesses, identify where it fall the short. So we need to be look around the quality improvement target we can set. This can be helped like McDonald. They have their own university, McDonald University. They carry on doing research. They have their own satellites. Yes, they always exploring which area and which part of the world they have operation. What sort of the food or what sort of the belief they have. Like maybe they like the vegetarian food in Indian market. If they don't sell the vegetarian burger there, they need to be look around how much is the population based on the vegetarian, how much is. Yes, so they have to launch those products, otherwise no point to be, because of course end of the day customer is a king. If you don't listen them, so what will be happen? So financial services, we need to be want call center to answer. That's why one of the companies set up the call center wherever the sun rise, wherever the sun is. So they set up the call center in UK. They have a set up the call center in Australia, because when we have a day here, the night there, the night here, the day there, because they want to be, because the daytime workers are more efficient. The night time and the night shift people are feeling tired, because that's a natural thing. So they want to be, when you're dealing with the customer, you can listen them effectively. You can handle the objections effectively. So that's why they set up two call center, one here, one there. So daytime and daytime there. So every call center is a daytime. Does it make sense? Yes. Then can be issues. Maybe the people accent, they are different than in the UK or different part of the UK even as well. Sometime maybe customer will not get it right. So there can be issue, but we'll try to be adjust it as much we can. Okay, the quality guru, they different gave lot of authors, they said contribute to understand the process variability and develop the concept of statistical control chart that will help you set the model, what is the average, what is the mean, what is the mode, yes, and all, maybe you can match them against. Stress management responsibility for quality developed 14 points, the guide the company in the quality improvement. Then Joseph and these, they define the quality as the fitness for the use, develop the concept of the cost of the quality. Then other, they said the concept of the total quality control. Then other phrase, the quality is the free, and introduce the concept of zero defect. Then other, they develop the cause and effect. So if you have a good quality material, you affect it. If you have a good staff, you will get, good quality. Yes, cause and effect. So identify the concept of internal customer, focus on the quality, design quality, and the develop and the loss function. So that's all, different. So 7 quality control concept: cause and effect diagram, flow chart, checklist, control chart, scattered diagram, Pareto analysis, Pareto rule 80-20, 80% customer buy 20% product and 20% customer give us 80% sales. Histogram. So these are the different models. So this is called cause and effect fishbone diagram, also known as. So supplier, temperature, we need to be look around workers and the processes, machinery and the material, they have a link with each other, and ultimately the quality and the problem can become through all these. And we need to make sure we have. If we have a good relationship with supplier, or we'll find good supplier, we can get good quality of raw material. We have a worker, if we have a good worker and the processes are in place, ultimately we can. If we have a machine, good machine, but no good quality material, so what can machine can do itself? Yes, so we need a good material as well. Then we have a flow chart, use the document details step process. So we need to be look around which process is linked with what. Yes. So this will see the flow, we'll see the flow, these are all. So if we'll cut this middle process, or we can say we can jump from this to there. Yes. And we cut this process, so maybe the quality won't be improved. I will say no, with these two departments we can merge together. Yes, for the cost reduction. We need to be look around what effect will be on the quality. We'll say, we'll cut the doctors and the nurses, and we think, the waiting time we can reduce it. No, we can't really. Yes, we need to look around the population. We need to improve it, but we need to look around what. Okay, checklist. Broken, yes. Material missing, buttons or whatever, yes. No defect, and we'll do the checklist. Yes, what checklist we have. What is the total? Yes. Otherwise, it can be checklist can be used. We can set up the checklist, and that we can checking again. That will help to improve the things. Control chart. This is we can control the limit use, shows when the process in and out of control. So we can look around. We can draw the benchmark against, and then we can measure it. Scattered diagram, like in statistic, yes, every function is separate. You scattered them, yes. Regression analysis, develop the equation, that's some statistic approaches we can use. Pareto is called rule 80-20, 80% sale, 20% cause and effect. So principle is that the quality problem are the result of only few problems. 80% problem caused by 20% causes, and 20% can be 80% causes. So we need to make sure it can be used same model in different perspective. Histogram, yes. A chart show the frequency distribution. We observe the values in different times, and we can draw and we can set, we can say, okay, this time we'll pick 10%, 20% different time. So like, if you want to do the interview to customer are satisfied, so maybe you do the during the week, the normal work, non-working class or single moms, kids are at school, they normally do shopping, you can listen them. But you do the survey on the weekend as well, because the weekend people, those are working class, they do the shopping on the weekend, you listen them. Yes. Then you do morning and evenings as well. Yes, people working in different shifts. So you get it. Yes, different people, different views, different frequency. So that will help to improve the service.
Mm.
Okay. So that's all about really is our. We have a quite good.
Conversation. Discussion.
Sorry. Okay. I'm going to copy this link for you as well. Advantages and disadvantages of quality control is quite good. Your link, so maybe we can say. Via this link, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look around what extra quality control and things. So plus I managed to copy few extra resources for you, which we'll go through as well. Okay. So any question up to now?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's I think so quick. I'll go through with you assignment brief.
Okay.
Okay. Have you seen the assignment?
Not really to
Okay. So we're doing level 4, ATHE, and our modules is quality, and we have assignment to do. Okay. So this is the assignment. Yes. You've been given the placement in the medium private company, your placement and experience of the production problem. Yes, resulting both increase in the customer complaint and the higher staff turnover. So the chief executive want through the review the total quality management, yes, to address the problem, and she asked you to series of presentation or the workshop take ensure everyone organization understand the activity that make up the quality management, how sport organization performance, and the role of administrator can play in the quality management. Yes. So what you need to do, you need to produce a quality management booklet. Yes. You
Okay.
can use the approaches where you can write the approaches of quality management that we discuss about in the lesson 1 as well, like Six Sigma. We discuss about total quality management. Yes. Zero defect. We discuss about the lean as well, lean manufacturing, lean productions. Difference between the compliance and the ownership based approaches, which we discussed in the lesson 1, and explanation of how the organization benefit for adopting holistic approach is according to the changing environment. Yes, we change the approach as well according to the legislation that will help us to improve the qualities. Okay, so that's we need to be. If we look in the lesson 1 and 2, we've been all approaches we discuss. So we need to make sure we'll do some references as well. So your handbook has been accepted. Each divisional manager will ask you supervisor to read the handbook that you have produced before attending to the presentation, and how quality help to improve the performance management. So your presentation and supporting using the appropriate presentation software, we can use a PowerPoint slide. Yeah. So, and we can make some slides where we can explain the quality and the performance. I already say it should be on the Moodle. I already sent to upload for is performance and quality. What is the link between them? Yes. Role of quality management in meeting the customer needs. Yes, always we can meet the needs. And the third, your task is about people presentation have an administrative role. Explain the role play in supporting the quality. The role play in the supporting the quality, analyze the role administrative system. So like today lesson, we discuss about some people at the presentation will have a role play. Maybe some people say, look, this thing and that thing, which one you think is the quality, what we can do. Yes, when you issue, you make sure that's sort of the role play we can, but I'm going to send you some journal articles as well to read it that will help you. So first, if I'll go through here, we quality, this is quality, quality and performance, yes, the journal article. And second is I'm going to give you the case study which I'll send. Creating quality and customer care is a Zurich, yes, bank and insurance company. How they are doing, so maybe you can pick that. You can pick the thing from there as well, yes, about the quality TQM, how they did it, and they have draw the conclusion as well. So any question there?
No, sir.
Okay, maybe until next lesson, if you look at so if you structure your assignment, do you know how to do reference and things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. If not, I can arrange quick start session with you on just on the assignment, okay, if we need.
If I need help with the assignment, I will send you a message.
Brilliant, no problem, you can, and so today we just learn about the quality and administrative techniques, and I try my best to edit good few models so you can discuss, but you don't need to be stress anything, just a matter of normally because the level 4 your assignment, yes, so not is a level 7 because we need to be critical, but not at least we have a basic understanding the concepts. Okay, we'll keep up to here. Okay, everyone. Okay, if you have any question, please drop me emails and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. I will see you all. I hope so. We'll speak you by next week with the new modules which will start. Okay, have a nice time. Have a nice weekend. If weekend there. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice